You've probably seen them floating around online, right? These messages that promise some huge, immediate, life-changing event. Well, today, we're going to deconstruct one of the most powerful versions of this whole thing, the sudden miracle promise. We're going to break down exactly how it's built, why it's so compelling, and what it might just reveal about the psychology of hope. And it almost always starts with something that looks exactly like this. The all caps, it just screams urgency. And the message itself? It's this bold, direct promise. It's not a suggestion, it's a declaration. It's designed to make you stop scrolling and hook you for whatever comes next. So this brings up a really crucial question. I mean, we can see the words on the screen, but what's going on underneath all that? What are the actual mechanics that give a promise like this such an incredible pull? Let's break it down, piece by piece. Okay, first things first, let's just focus on that initial hook. The power here, it really lies in a very specific combination of urgency, immediacy, and a really simple call for belief. Honestly, it's a masterclass in grabbing attention when there's so much other noise out there. So let's really dig into that hook. The words sudden and today. They manufacture this intense urgency, this feeling that this can't wait. Then miracle comes in and delivers this enormous life-changing promise. And finally, you get just believe. That's the simple, super accessible call to action. It doesn't require any complicated steps, which creates this kind of perfect trifecta of persuasion.
But here's the thing, a powerful hook just isn't enough by itself. It has to land on fertile ground, This kind of messaging works so well because it taps directly into beliefs that are already there, foundational beliefs that give the promise its credibility and its power.
And here is the first cornerstone of that belief. This idea basically sets up a direct cause and effect relationship. It's this principle that sincere effort, in this case diligently seeking, isn't going to go unnoticed. It will be rewarded. And that little shift transforms the promise from, say, a random lottery ticket into what feels like a predictable outcome of your faith. Now, the second cornerstone, this is what blows up the scale of that reward. It's why the word miracle is so absolutely crucial here. The potential outcome isn't just a little bit of help, it's positioned as something way beyond normal human experience. Far more than we could ever imagine. This really sets the expectation for a truly transformative event. So you've got the hook that grabs your attention, and you've got the foundational beliefs that make it feel real. The next step is to connect them with a clear, simple logic that walks the audience from where they are right now to the breakthrough they've been promised. And here is that logic laid out for us. It's a simple 1, 2, 3 path. Step 1 is what you do. Step 2 is the principle we just talked about. And step 3 is the result you've been promised. The key here is just how simple it is. It presents this very clear, actionable formula for getting an extraordinary outcome. We've explored the how of this message, but now let's get to the what. What exactly is this miracle being promised? Because the appeal isn't vague or abstract at all. No, it's aimed at a very specific and very powerful human desire. Right. This isn't just a general promise for abstract things like, say, happiness or peace. For the message to be truly powerful, it has to hit on a specific, tangible need, a daily struggle that a lot of people know all too well. It really targets a vulnerability. And there it is. The major draw is almost always a promise of a financial breakthrough, a direct increase in prosperity. This is the absolute key. It grounds the abstract idea of a miracle in a tangible, concrete reality, one that speaks directly to real-world pressures and financial hardship. Okay, let's pull all these pieces together now. We've looked at the hook, the beliefs behind it, the logic, and the very specific appeal. Now we can kind of synthesize all of this into a clear definition of the entire communication strategy. So this is basically the blueprint. The sudden miracle strategy is a technique that expertly blends this feeling of emotional urgency with beliefs people already hold. It then channels all that energy down a simple, logical path that ends with a promise to solve one of life's most pressing problems: financial strain. So, as we wrap up, this leaves us with a much bigger question to chew on. When a message that promises a sudden, miraculous solution to financial struggle is this powerful, what does that reveal about the deep connection between our hope and our hardship? It's a fascinating question and definitely one worth thinking about. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.